Psolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 6, Section 1, Number 6, which reads, Nawab uses the word bridegroom in line 62 mainly to emphasize that he's no longer what? And what I've done here, line 62 is all the way over here, but I've cut out some context because there's a parallel part here that is parallel, and then you'll know exactly what it's talking about. You could get it just from the context in the paragraph in line 62, but check this out. Nawab starts in line 43 by saying, Sir, as you know, your lands stretch from here to the Indus, and on these lands are fully 17 tube wells. And to tend these 17 tube wells there is but one man, me, your servant. In your service I have earned these gray hairs. So look at what he's saying here. So what's gray hairs symbolize? Well, he's old. And here he bowed his head to show the gray, and I cannot fulfill my duties as I should. Enough, sir, enough. I beg you forgive me my weakness. Better a darkened house and a proud hunger within the disgrace of the light of the day. Within then disgrace of the light of day. Release me, sir, I beg of you. And then the old man is well accustomed to these sorts of speeches, though usually not this florid, filed away at his nails and waited for the breeze to stop. What's the matter now, Abdeen? And then he starts again. Matter, sir? Oh, what could be the matter in your service? I've eaten your salt for all my years. But, sir, on the bicycle now, with my old legs, and with the many injuries I received when heavy machinery fell on me, I cannot any longer bicycle about like a bridegroom from farm to farm. As I could when I first had the good fortune to enter your employment, I beg you, sir, let me go. Okay, so what do we have here? In the first paragraph where I underlined, in your service I earn these gray hairs, he's old and I cannot fulfill my duties as I should. And then he says after my old legs, I cannot any longer bicycle about like a bridegroom from farm to farm. So gray hairs, old legs, and then he gives the reason why he can't fulfill his duties. It's because he's old. And so when he's talking about I cannot any longer bicycle about like a bridegroom, he is emphasizing his youth. The correct answer here is going to be D. Now, what is bridegroom? Well, on the wedding day, there's the bride, and usually what we just call the groom for short, but it's the bridegroom. It is the groom to the bride. And people typically get married when they're young, so we've got bridegroom here, his youth. He can bicycle about from farm to farm. Thank you for joining us today. So in love, no, he's not literally saying he's in love, naive, not knowing any better because of his youth, or busy like a bridegroom, no. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has difficulty with these types of questions where you got to read before and after, get a little context here, and we could have got it just from the paragraph itself. So any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.